All right. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Cheers. Or digital cheers.
Digital cheers, man.
Hey. Man. Had a long week last week of a lot of game reveals, I feel like.
It was a lot of game reveals.
A lot of streaming for us. We streamed both the we streamed the Summer Game Fest and the Xbox Game Showcase.
Yep.
It was crazy. Yeah, it kind of blew my mind.
Yeah, man. I had a feeling Xbox was going to take it. I just had a feeling. It's cool.
Your intuition served you well. I'll be honest, man. Yeah, I was wrong, dead wrong. So it's pretty cool.
There's a lot of stuff to talk about, man. It's kind of like overwhelming, dude. And there's a lot of I've noticed throughout all the shows that there's a lot of like remakes coming. Like in the game or the Summer Games Fest, for example, they got the Rayman game, which is a kind of remaster of Rayman Legends, which came out maybe 10 years ago, maybe close to 10 years ago. And then we got quite a few from the Xbox showcase with Senua. That's kind of like a reimagining, I think. Not necessarily like a remake or something, but kind of like a new spin on it.
It's more like a sequel, I think. But like a whole ass game instead of more. Those games are more like cinematic experiences, but I think you're right. Like, yeah, there's been a lot of remake announcements, a lot of remake talk. Yeah. And it's been a common theme over the years.
Yeah.
And
Halo is getting a complete remake, a complete, from the ground up remake, and it's coming to PlayStation. And they put out some stuff for that. Like there's some new missions, and they've added new mechanics and stuff. So it's not quite the same game. I'm excited for it, but I can understand. And I do understand to a certain degree the frustration that comes with remasters and remakes. And
I'm a champion for original shit. I'm a champion for original IP. I think we retread a lot of the same ground way too often, and I think a lot of us welcome the ignorant bliss of nostalgia. It feels like just straight the fuck up. Should be told. It's kind of sad, and I don't know, man. I just Halo. Okay, let's talk Halo because you're excited for it, and like, truth be told, I had completely written it off. Like before it was announced, I'm like, I don't care about Halo anymore. Like, I don't care about a remake. I don't care if it's on PS5.
Yeah.
Like, watching the trailer, I was impressed by like the new stuff. I was impressed. Like, it looked beautiful. Like, it did look great. The new tone of the new missions was interesting. I thought it was cool to see new missions. Like, that's kind of neat. But like, why not just make a full-fledged new game instead of just like trying to tack on? Oh, I don't know. Tack on to what we've already experienced, I guess. Yeah. I don't think the gameplay is any different at all inherently. I can't imagine any. Yeah.
Like, no, I mean,
major differences.
I mean, you're right. It is pretty much the same game. They implemented sprint, which is not something you can do in the original game. So I think that they kind of like opened the map or the size of the levels and stuff to accommodate for like sprinting, or maybe they didn't. Maybe it's the same like size or whatever. Time will tell. But they released a mission, like a 30-minute video of a mission today, and I watched it, and it looks very fluid. It looks very smooth, and I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna play it. But I did have the thought of, I've played this already. Like, this looks clean and it looks beautiful, and I'm excited that it's coming to my favorite console, and I'll finally be able to play Halo with the PlayStation controller. I think if you take that aspect away, I don't see how people like are really excited for it unless you're somebody that's never played Halo and you just heard the stories of how good that game used to be and all that kind of stuff. So like this is your foray to get into that, but I feel like that's such a niche level of people that
exactly. Yeah. I'm like, it's just like dads wanting their kids to play the same game they did. And I don't know, play through the campaign of Halo with them. I guess that's a good draw to get the kids in with the new graphics. And like, they're, it's not old anymore. I get that, right. I suppose. But yeah. And like, truth be told, I feel like an old man yelling at clouds, kind of, because it's like there is a bunch of original IP being announced too. Like it's not all remakes. It's not all doom and gloom. Like we have Gen Atlas coming. We have a bunch of indie developers making a bunch of cool, unique shit. September this year, it's in its own right, sees a bunch of original stuff that we've never seen as games before coming to consoles.
Yeah.
So like, I think what frustrates let me reframe my argument, I suppose, because I think what frustrates me the most, and it was kind of what I was talking about earlier. It was like it's people want the nostalgia factor and stuff, and I think it pertains to when we were watching. Was it Summer Game Fest that ended with Final Fantasy VII?
Yes.
My week's been really busy, guys. Everything's blurry from last week. Sorry. I'm knee deep in pre-production for a video. It's a whole thing. But yeah. So when Final Fantasy VII ended Summer Game Fest,
Part 3.
Like we were
sorry, Part 3.
Yeah, oh, sorry. Fucking Revolution, what the fuck ever fucking institution. Like, okay. Like, I get Final Fantasy is renowned. I get it's loved. Like, sequel is great, like, but like I know this remake of Final Fantasy VII is like basically a different game. They've opened up the map and stuff, and like great, but like goddamn, like
it's still the same game though. Like at its core,
yeah, dude,
it's just the same game.
Yeah,
you're still doing
it's
the
like
same thing.
Sephiroth is still gonna fuck Cloud over, but Cloud's gonna overcome him and kill Sephiroth, right? Like that's the end of the fucking game, right? Like.
It's been so long.
And this is the final announcement.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the final announcement. Like some shit that is not really as exciting. Like everything in Summer Game Fest to me that was exciting was front loaded. It was right there in the first hour. Then after that, everything was just kind of like, nah. But it was really that was disappointing. It feels pretty disappointing to have that be like it feels like over the years we've had a lot of big announcements like that, like with I don't know, The Last of Us remastered and shit like that, and like even smaller remakes and stuff. Like Crazy Taxi looks fun. It's still a remake,
yeah,
but it does look fun. Like so, I go back and forth, but I think it's more like how it's. I think it's more how it's become every gaming company's go-to method for
printing
prioritizing projects. Yeah, printing money. Yeah, I mean, yeah, people do yearn for the past, I guess.
And I think that's kind of where the market gets muddied, like if it was a once in a while thing, if it was like, oh shit, do you remember that game from 40 years ago that like, everyone played? Like, that's pretty cool. Like, we're getting a new version of that. Like, but now it's like everything. It's kind of like, the wish of, I wish every day was Christmas. Well, now every day is Christmas and it's like lost its vibe. It's lost its whole meaning.
Yeah. It literally just frustrates me now, which is crazy to say, but it like frustrates me. I'm like, I don't care about a Pokemon Red remake. I don't care about fucking Like
Yeah,
I've played these
exactly.
games before already. I don't need to see them remastered. My memory looks better than anything you could ever remaster and try and show adult me, like just straight up.
Yeah.
Because the context is entirely different. And maybe I'm just like bemoaning this so much because I feel like for me with entertainment kind of as a whole, be it films, movies, TV shows, it's like it's some of my favorite stuff and I connect with it a lot. And the reason I connect with it is because the way I consume things is uh, contextual, I guess. Like if something really connects with me, it was because I watched it at the perfect time. And I feel like this is with anybody, right? Perfect time, perfect place in your perfect moment in your life. You're with good friends, good memories. Like that's really what you remember at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So like when I remember those games, I'm like, I don't really want to replay them because I already have great memories of that. Like, sure, for some of the games that maybe like Crazy Taxi, I didn't really play that when it was out. I might pick that up. That seems fun. So I guess remakes sometimes serve a little bit of purpose for people who haven't played them. And like you were talking about the kids that might want to play games with their dads, that their dads are like, hey, play this game.
Yeah.
Like I can kind of see that from that perspective too.
Yeah, or the fan base is loud and it's popular, and I'll never understand why they remaster or why they completely remade Crash from the ground up. It sold pretty well, like it's a good title. He's a good selling IP, but like, where did that idea come from? It's just like, okay, we got these IPs, just like let's remake the first 3 games completely. Like me as a hardcore Crash fan, I'm beyond happy about that, and Spyro, and
of course, why wouldn't you be?
Right, yeah. And I've even said, I'm excited for a potential Fallout remaster and everything, but like that is, like you said, it's pulling at my memories, it's pulling at my my nostalgia. So it's when I see that people have when I hear that they've got kids and they're playing video games, I'm like, you got Crash? And they're like, no, what's that? I'm like, okay, so like the people who this was intended for don't even have it. So like literally it's just a bunch of, most of them is just a bunch of, 30, 40-year-old dudes that are reliving their nostalgia. And if they're anything like me, they're buying it for their friends. Like I've bought the Crash trilogy, I don't know how many times.
Yeah, I do know that
and everything. So yeah, so it's like, I mean, that's what these companies are relying on, and I don't think
they're banking on it.
Yeah, they're banking on it. So that's, and everything has gotten to that point to where we're just doing it for money. Like you see that somebody's doing something. It's like a company changing their social media logo to a pride flag. Like they're only doing that just to get the clicks and the social people to do, but it works. That's why they do it.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. It's kind of bonkers. I don't know. I'm just kind of sick of seeing remakes. It's like, what have we had announced recently? The Final Fantasy VII, Rayman Legends Retold, Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered. Who gives a that Toy Story Retro Collection, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee Remastered, which is coming out in November. Very ballsy. Hats off, Godzilla. Good luck. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, obviously, which like don't even get me fucking started. I keep saying I'm not buying a Switch 2, but now they made my wife want a Switch 2. Fuckers.
Yeah. So
Dragon
that's getting
Quest
completely remade.
Fucking yeah. I know it's getting completely remade. But like I've played the game before. I don't know. Like I would rather have a new story with a new art style. I don't want the Ocarina of Time story with a new art style. I don't need that. I know that story. I played the shit out of that N64 game. I met one of my really good friends. And the first time I met him, I walked into his room and he was playing fucking Ocarina of Time, speed running that shit, just demolishing levels. And I had never heard of the concept of a speed run or somebody playing a video game like that before. It was a mind-boggling thing to me. And we sat there all night and I watched him and he taught me things and I played that game and I have no interest in I don't have any interest in the remake. I just don't, because I don't want to ever remember anything else about Ocarina of Time other than what I just told you guys, because that's a fucking dope ass memory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah, and,
like that's kind of
and the point, and I guess like the hope behind it is that Nintendo's hoping to recreate those memories with this newer generation by taking that story that they know is loved by tons of people and then doing it with updated graphics. That's why they remake movies and, you know, do all that kind of shit, because people these days can't sit through. I don't know what it is. I mean, we grew up on like being able to count how many fucking shapes are on the character, you know, how many triangles or polygons are on the person. You know, get a kid these days to go back and sit down and play a game from the N64 or the PS1.
Yeah, no.
Even PS3, dude. It's like getting people. It's PS3 is considered retro, dude.
Yeah, they're like, that's old.
Yeah, that's old shit.
Even
I'm
though
not into that.
Like, yeah, that's a good point, because PS3 games, some of them looked a lot like, I feel like they looked like, what was that? There's another one being remastered, The Wolf Among Us.
Yeah,
a lot of PS3 games had that type of art style, and guess what? They're remastering The Wolf Among Us. Like, I know it's a beloved game. I know it's a great game. Look at the art style. Does it need a fucking remaster? Am I tripping, people? Like, is it a frames thing? Is that why you're remastering it? 60 frames per second?
Yeah.
I just don't know.
I mean, would you buy a Bloodborne remake? Would you buy a Bloodborne remaster?
So, probably, because like,
because they know you want to play it again. They know you want to play it again, and they know that people are starving for
it. That's a different fucking thing.
How?
That's different.
That's not different at all.
My brother, because it'll never happen. That's why it's different. It'll never happen. They'll never fucking do it. They'll do every fucking thing else. Okay?
I'm just saying. Like, if they did do that, if they made a $70 remastered, where all they did was
$70.
Yeah,
I'd wait for the sale. I'd wait for it to come to PS Plus like Demon Souls did. That's probably what I'd do. Just to be honest.
You know, it'd be years before that happened. Dude, PlayStation or FromSoft agreeing to do a Bloodborne remaster, which would add 60 frames per second, you know, all the update bells and whistles everybody would want.
No. Do you know why I'm going to buy the Bloodborne remaster day one? Do you know why? Do you know why?
No.
Because that shit's going to come with a PS6.
I mean,
that shit ain't coming right now, bro.
No, I know, but when it does,
that shit will sell PS6s, bro. That shit will be fucking whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Yes, it will.
Door.
And when it does, when that game does come out, you're gonna buy it.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Like, that's a lot different because it'll never happen. So, you know, I'm bemoaning all the other remakes, not Bloodborne. Fucker. The one thing. Hey, you know that one game you really would buy a remake of? What do you think about that?
I'd fucking buy it, dude. I know for a fact I would buy it. I'd spend how much ever they cost, how much ever they would charge for it. I would buy it just to play it updated day one.
Yeah, no, you're right. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I want to see more original IP, and I want to see audiences. I guess I guess I really can't blame the studios because they are giving people what they want. Obviously, right? Like, shit's selling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I can't bemoan them, but I can bemoan the audiences that really are fucking with the remakes, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just old man yelling at clouds. And there is a lot of really cool original games coming. Like I think I'll be okay if people just want to keep having the remakes. But god damn it, can you fucking stop making the final announcement a remake? Can you stop making that the big old hypey thing of the night? Because that's pretty fucking annoying to people like me.
Yeah, no, I agree, dude. I agree.
my rant.
I want to see more IPs. I want to see all more original content. I think we're spoiled because we come from a generation where new games were new IPs. Like it was a new IP or a sequel. Like when back in the 360 PS3 era, we were never getting remasters or remakes. Like nobody was even thinking about that shit. So every E3 was exciting because it was always going to be new shit. And then now it's kind of like a mix of, it's a muddy mix of garbage, really, because it's shit you've either played or you knew about and you didn't play because you knew it wasn't going to interest you. And it's getting a remaster. And so it just kind of funks up the whole mix, and it's just this weird little combo now, and I think that there's a line, right? I think there's a point where a game qualifies to where it's like, okay, I understand why that would be remastered. Like Last of Us, for example, it came out in 2013 on the PS3. That was a good game when it came out. It was really nice. And then they remastered it, which they just gave it a nice little splash of paint, and they gave it, a faster frame rate and, little minor changes here and there for the PS4. And then they completely remade it from the ground up. They completely remade it and made it more aligned to kind of tie in better with the sequel, part 2. And so that is frustrating because Naughty Dog is such a really prominent studio, and they're taking all this time and resources to remake a game that technically just came out. It didn't come out that long ago. So we get part 2.
I was baffled when that came out, dude. I was baffled.
Yeah, me too.
And I think, that's kind of what started this whole fucking trend. Maybe not. Maybe remakes have been happening for a long time.
I think they got
I'm sick of it.
Dude, yeah, I am too. Yeah. And now that's a meme, Naughty Dog's going to make an announcement. Is it Last of Us Part 2 remake remaster?
No, literally. Yeah, and people wonder why we haven't seen anything about Intergalactic. But anyway.
Yeah. So
what do you do?
Yeah. I mean, I think at some point it will die off, and I think it's already starting to. I think these trends don't last very long. It's like extraction shooters. Very, very fucking popular. All of them are so fucking popular at one moment, and then now people are just like, I've played this game already.
Yeah.
I am done with this.
Shit dies fast, man. Yeah, but I don't know. Nostalgia bait is rough. It's hard, and people love their fucking nostalgia. So
it is. Yeah, nostalgia always sells.
We'll see. I'd like to see more original shit, baby. That's all I got to say. And I'd like to see audiences want more original things. And I think the tides are turning, both in games, movies, and otherwise.
Yeah.
I think that's all I really got to say about that.
My final thought is people, the only way to fight the things that you dislike is with your wallet. Don't fucking buy shit. Don't buy it if Last of Us was a fun game. It would be cool to play it again. Maybe I should spend $40. It's only $40. Don't buy it. Don't buy another Pokemon game because it's set in Kanto region. Let's move the fuck on. They were nice. They're nice while they're there. You can still go back and play them. You can get a PS3 for pretty cheap. You can get a Game Boy Advance pretty cheap. You can go play those games. Like they're still
or
there.
you can just remember it fondly and have a new experience.
Or you can shell out all the money and
all about,
you know, keep buying all the stuff. It's all, you know, market dictates value. That's all I'm saying. You guys make the choice.
Yeah. But we thank you for making the choice to watch what is not just TV,
but Tom Cam TV.
Yes. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Like, subscribe, smash all that shit. You know how the fucking YouTubers say. If you dug us, tell us what you think of Remakes in the comments. Tell us why we're wrong. Tell us why we're right. Tell us that we are too stoned to speak, I guess. I've seen those comments and I'm like, all we're doing is talking. But whatever. Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining in, everybody.
Yeah. I'm gonna go play an original game.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.